Because of Microsoft's successful presentation and Bethesda's weak presence last year, they couldn't possibly bring as much hype, right? Well, Todd Howard was there to try and almost succeeded. Bethesda gets a 4.5 out of 7 score, a touch lower than Microsoft. And let's get into the reasons why I gave them this score. Andrew WK invades the beginning of the press conference and starts jamming out. Evidently, he was performing a song that's supposed to be in Rage 2. Though it was entertaining to me, the crowd didn't seem very impressed. Sorta awkward, but just relevant enough to not deduct points. Then of course they transitioned to Rage 2 where they talked about the game, its world, and the goal of the game. Combat gameplay was shown and it looked alright. It had some typical shooter footage, but included the addition of a boomerang weapon that vaporizes people. And that's sick. There's also a rage state the player can go into, but we really don't know what it does. Maybe it boosts your health, your damage, your speed, or all of the above. They also emphasized stealing vehicles and using them for wasteland combat, but a lot of that was cinematic with only a few traces of live gameplay. The Rage 2 portion was pretty solid and the game looks cool. Next I kinda slowed down a bit to talk about Elder Scrolls Legends and Elder Scrolls Online. Legends seems to be getting an update soon and was also announced for consoles, and TES Online has more DLC coming for it in the form of Wolf Hunter, Black March, and Somerset. I can't say I was very interested in these games and they didn't do a very good job of persuading me to try them. But luckily, this was the only real low point of the presentation. They then went on to confirm a sequel to Doom called Doom Eternal. It was basically just an announcement because all we got was a CG trailer and a name. Some devs were up on stage to say that they would improve the gore and the variety of enemies, and that's the most we got. Some new gameplay was shown for Quake Champions. I'm pretty sure some new characters were also revealed because I didn't recognize them from the last trailer. The game will be getting early access, so people will be able to play the game before release. And apparently if you get into the early access you get the full game for free? I'd say go for it if you're genuinely interested. Prey had some new DLC announced for it in the form of an endless randomly generated adventure mode called Moon Crash and Typhon Hunter, which for all intents and purposes is a prop hunt. It all looks interesting and I'm glad they're still breathing life into their recent games. Then the next Wolfenstein game was confirmed, Wolfenstein Youngblood. There was no gameplay shown for it, but it was confirmed to be a co-op experience and the main characters would be the twin daughters of B.J. Blazkowicz. Yeah, I know I said that wrong. That was all that was said, unfortunately. VR was the next topic and was only covered slightly. They revealed VR for Prey and for Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, yet another new game. No gameplay though. Next, arguably the most funny part of the press conference, a Keek and Key skit that made fun of the fact that Todd likes to bring Skyrim to every platform imaginable. Not to mention the main focus, Amazon's Alexa, will actually be getting a game called Skyrim Very Special Edition. Absolutely brilliant. Then Todd went extensively into their new game coming out this year, Fallout 76. Though it was shown during the Microsoft show, it was covered much more heavily here. It was revealed to be a multiplayer Fallout game that allows you to build your own places in the wasteland. You'll also have the ability to utilize nuclear codes and bomb areas of the map in order to clear them out for resources, to defeat enemies, or just to build your own city. It was covered very extensively and lots of gameplay was shown for it. I'm very interested in the game and wouldn't mind trying it out with my friends. So in short, the Fallout 76 portion was very impressive and convinced me to buy the game. In the vein of Fallout, it was then announced that Fallout Shelter would be available on the Nintendo Switch and PS4 for free, and get released the night of the conference. Cool to have, but nothing special. Todd transitioned to a new game they've been building for a while now, Elder Scrolls Blades. Initially releasing for mobile and coming soon to other platforms, Blades is a simplified yet similar Elder Scrolls game. It allows you to explore dungeons for resources. These resources can be used to complete quests and rebuild your town hub. There are a multitude of ways to play it using a smart device and the gameplay looks great. It wasn't direct feed however, so I'm a bit skeptical on how it will actually look and play. That being said, the game has potential to be a great mobile game. We then get to the last two announcements. A completely new product of Bethesda that takes place in space called Starfield. It's said to be an open world exploration game much like their other products. But then the huge bombshell was dropped and the Elder Scrolls 6 was confirmed to be coming. There was nothing more than a trailer for both games, which was a little disappointing, but I still appreciate that they let us know they exist. Overall, Bethesda's conference was alright. The three games they focused on most was Rage 2, Fallout 76, and TES Blades, while the rest of the conference was basically announcement titles. While most of the presentation got me excited, it was still not enough, and thus I gave it the score that I did. Still happy though that this conference was leagues better than the one last year. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for any of Bethesda's upcoming games. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you'd like to see more. See y'all next time. Bye bye!